You know, you come up to these Canadian lakes throughout the summer months, like right now, Nick and I are up here and it's early August. So a lot of the walleyes are really located, you know, around the deep water main lake basins of the lake. And it's sort of interesting in the fact that when we came into camp, a lot of the guests and guides said, well, a lot of the fish are holding at like between the 18 and 25 foot level. Now that's sort of relative. Classic back trolling, what we're doing right now on main lake points and sunken islands, will work really efficiently. But the other thing you have to realize is a lot of times what these fish do, they'll be at the same depth level, but out over deep water. You know, you get on any of these banks, we've been driving around with our depth finder, as soon as you find fish, and we're just taking a classic 3/8 ounce moon eye jig and a small big bite jerk minnow like this. And Nick's been fishing a jigging wrap, and we catch fish everywhere. I mean, you drive around, you find a pot of fish, you drop down and you catch them as fast as you see them. The other really cool pattern for really catching really bigger fish actually is suspension. In a lot of these deep water lakes like this, there's a lot of deep water forage, ciscos and tullibees, and a lot of the bigger fish are feeding on those. But the interesting thing is they're just suspended over deep water, and a lot of times they're at the same depth level as what you're catching them along the bank. There you go, those are the ones. That's what we were catching right there. That's what it was, yeah. Oop, look at that, got him too. Whoa, whoa.
There you go.
I don't think.
That's a real rod bender.
Yeah, I don't think this is Mr. Lake Trout.
This could be a while.
Yeah, wow.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that.
It's fun fishing these. That's one thing that's so cool about this system. When you get out over this deep water, everything's out here. You got the other thing, they're the biggest fish that exist in the lake. You got the biggest walleyes, the biggest northern pike, the biggest lake trout are all keyed in on that deep water forage. The thing is, you know, you think you have to use really big lures. They're actually eating. We usually use soft plastics, like with a moon eye jig. You know, they're variety of different weights, you know. But we usually use like a half ounce head. But the biggest thing is you want to stay sort of vertical, because a lot of times we're actually using the electronics and we're positioning the bait above them, probably about 5 feet above them.
It is a lake
both
trout.
for walleyes and yeah, that's a.
You know, it's a lake trout because you can see the bubbles.
Bubblers, yes, he's a bubbler. Yeah.
Real bubbler. There's a lot of bubbles too, which is a good sign.
Yeah, whoa.
It's sort of ironic. I mean, we're using an ice fishing unit back there, and we're sort of fishing them like we're ice fishing in them.
Yeah, yeah. There he is. Come here, buddy. Look at him. Wow, look at that thing. Boy, are they beautiful fish, aren't they? Look at that thing. Gorgeous fish. I tell you one thing, catching them on this type of spinning gear, they're tough customers. Get them, Nick. Get them. There you go.
Just wait till you catch a big one.
Yep, just leave them in the net, unhook them, and
nice fish. Ooh. The fun part is they get a lot bigger than this one.
You know what's sort of interesting? You know, we travel and go on a lot of Canadian trips like this, and one of the most invaluable tools you can bring up here is a depth finder like this. This is the Helix 7, Humminbird Helix 7. But the biggest thing is I have something called Auto Chart Live. When we're moving around here, I'm actually making an accurate 1 foot contour map of the lake, which is absolutely just fabulous. Look at that there. We just came across some fish right there, but as you can see, I'm making a map, and as we travel and move around the lake over the next 3 days, we're gonna build a pretty good map to actually the underwater contours of this lake, and it's just an unbelievable tool for this type of fishing, unquestionably. I would not come up to these type of destinations. And the thing is, this is actually our ice fishing unit. This is something that we actually carry for ice fishing, so it's portable.